Welcome to the Murphy, Sam, and Jodi After the Show podcast.
I woke up to something this morning at the house that I have not had in a very long time, and that is a note or two, sticky note from Murphy in the kitchen. Usually it's in front of the coffee pot.
Clean the sink?
As if, Sam. You think he'd write me that note?
I've done the two sticky notes before where the first one says, "Hi, remember me, ... and the second one says, "Your husband?" No.
Anyway.
No, I'm kidding. So it's been a long time?
Yeah, I don't care. I'm not complaining.
Today is our anniversary.
Today's our anniversary.
26 years of wedded bliss.
And when...
It is.
26 years married.
Yes.
But look,
At least 23 years of wedded bliss.
That's not true either. No, marriage is like bliss all the time, and hopefully, if you're married, if you're together 26 years, hopefully, it hasn't been all rough. It's everything.
Yeah,
we've had some rough days, but we've had more good days. Honestly,
You made it longer than me, and that even my three combined.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, Sam. Everything's not. I'm not trying to compare.
And the thing is, you have really mixed blessings there too, because you have all these beautiful children. So right?
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to shine a light on the bright side of things here. I guess you have a lot of anniversaries you can celebrate too.
A lot of birthdays too.
I'll tell you what happened though. That's funny is I wasn't expecting anything. We're having lunch today.
Yeah, we're just keeping it simple.
We're keeping it very simple. Murphy even has an appointment this evening. He's like, "Do you care if I go do this?" And this is tonight. Like, were you wanting to go somewhere? I'm like, dude, I'll go to yoga. It's fine. Let's go to lunch. So he's going to go get a massage because
it's an afternoon appointment.
He had that injection thing the other
with
day.
The neck.
So,
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, take the evening appointment. I'll go do yoga. We'll go to bed early. Woohoo!
Yeah.
So we're just going to do lunch today. But I wasn't expecting anything. And so I'm walking into the kitchen already thinking and looking at my device, looking at stories and all that, kind of working already before I even make the first cup of coffee. And what happened is, you don't know this, I stepped on one of the notes because it fell from the counter onto the floor.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah, sorry. So I stepped on one of them.
Which one, the first part or the second part?
The second part fell.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess worth with those knockoff Post-it notes.
Yeah.
No, they're fat. No, they're big Post-it
They're probably
notes.
old Post-it notes, truth be told. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was really, really sweet. So two Post-it notes, one that, they have to go together. They read left to right. And then he left me something, a present with it. But it was the craziest thing. You can appreciate this, Sam. It was a little box wrapped in 100 little million things of bubble wrap. I had to get the scissors out to get into that thing.
Awesome.
But I knew what it was.
Yeah, you did.
I knew what it was. It's my favorite perfume, which I'm almost out of.
The Chanel.
So, my Chanel. So anyway, of course, Mademoiselle, and you did it right. Of course, that's why though I went ahead and cut into it just to make sure. Oh, this is Mademoiselle.
I thought about taking it out of the bubble wrap, but I didn't leave it in a bag. The reason it wasn't in a gift bag is that would have been a dead giveaway because I was trying to. It's very difficult to sneak things for Jodi because you never know when she's going to pop back up to the front of the house.
I go to bed at 8 o'clock though.
Yeah, but every now and then it'll be 10 minutes. It's like I need some water or something like that.
No, you don't.
I'll get that for you. But that would have been a giveaway too, right?
Right. What's funny is I have a little something for you. We don't normally give each other anniversary presents, so what I have for you is so little. And when I opened that box of Chanel, I thought, man, I'm so glad I didn't leave that stupid little present out for him. Because it would not have compared. Not that it matters.
No, it doesn't matter. You know why? Because you were out of the Chanel, and here's what the thought was. It's our anniversary. If I waited to Christmas to give you that, you wouldn't get the weeks of enjoying family get-togethers and all that with
smelling nice,
right? With what you want. So I figured, okay, that will be that will be our anniversary gift, my anniversary gift to you, and then it'll be a slim Christmas.
So
I'm
wait
good
a
with
second.
that. I'm good with that.
You took it out the box wrapped in bubble wrap, and just that was the gift.
So the box, the box that it
house?
shipped in,
Yeah,
it had bubble wrap, and I left it in the bubble wrap. But I figured that's got to be at least give Jodi some entertainment.
That's why I told Sam I knew you'd appreciate that.
That's a 10 out of 10 there.
Anyway, it's a 10 out of 10 because I actually was not expecting it. Only every once in a great while will we do a big gesture at our anniversary.
Yeah.
Really? Last year I took you out of town 2 hours away to an Airbnb. Woo-hoo. That was a big anniversary.
Yeah, they would say woohoo. That was fun. I enjoyed that little getaway.
I mean, most of the time we just go to lunch or whatever it falls. Whatever it falls on. On the dates.
Y'all going to the same Lebanese place you'll always
We
go to?
haven't talked about where we're going to lunch today yet. Did you make res?
Yeah, because that's usually a Tuesday thing, but I've made no reservations.
Me either. I'm joking.
I gave you perfume.
I know. We're going to get a number 2 meal somewhere.
Because I know the owner at this restaurant really loves you guys because you come every week. Does he know it's your anniversary?
No, nobody knows it's our anniversary. Our kids don't even know. Taylor and Phoebe are completely unaware it's our. They don't, and I don't care. It's okay. It's a day for us.
Well, your Uncle Terry did send a happy anniversary.
Look,
he remembers everything.
He's the calendar keeper of the family.
Mm-hmm.
He will text you, it's Matthew's birthday. He wants to remind, he's the family sort of person for that. He and my
every
Aunt Jackie.
family needs that, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's me.
Is it you, Sam?
That's nice.
Whenever it's send it to everybody. Hey, today is wish them a.
That's nice. That's beautiful. See, and that's unexpected.
That is one of the best things that my grandmother did a long time ago. Of course, this is a long time ago. She actually had a calendar printed with all the birthdays in it. Now, most of the people are not alive that are on that calendar anymore, but at least you get to remember their special day.
Just scratch them
passing.
off.
My grandmother had one printed somewhere, probably from somebody in her church, and it was a refrigerator magnet, and it was on the refrigerator. However, that was a long time ago, and so there are children who have been born who are grown or older now who are not even on that calendar. Yeah. So that needs to be re-upped.
For a while, I tried to keep my grandmother's up to date by writing on it. I realized, just put it in my phone. It's a lot easier.
I actually buy a calendar every year.
Nice.
Keep it on the pantry door.
I love it.
So that I take last year's and the next year's, and I write the dates.
Oh, nice.
All at one time, so that there's no screw ups.
Nice.
Except this year. I forgot Jackson's birthday.
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah. My daughter Maddie was flipping through it, and she goes, Jack's not on here. And it's like, what? And I know his birthday, so I'll put him on there.
Is it just family or friends also? I'm just curious
Just saying,
if we made your calendar or not.
Put it in your contacts list.
Come on, Sam.
Put it in your contacts list, and you'll get reminders.
Yeah.
That's
he
what I
wants
do.
an old school calendar, it sounds like. I like a calendar.
There's something about an old school calendar.
I know. I like writing things too.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I have one hanging in the house.
I don't have friends on my calendar.
I just wondered.
Just family members.
Okay,
That's a lot of effort.
Nothing wrong with that. Anyway, I haven't really thought about it either. I hope we make time to go to lunch. I know we have a lot of work going on. I hope we make time to go to lunch.
Yeah, we'll do
At least so that when Taylor and Phoebe do realize it's our anniversary, they were like, what did y'all do? We'll be like, nothing. We worked.
When we tell people that today is their anniversary, we're going to get that question we always get.
What?
How do you work together and stay married? No, because it can be tricky.
You want to answer it, or do you want me to answer it?
Well, I think part of it is what you said earlier is the ups and downs. You have to know that you're going to have those, and you work through those. I think if you go into any relationship expecting it to be the dopamine release that you get when you're first dating, it's not realistic. It's not going to happen that way. And it's taken me a little while to get there. I really. Well, no,
to accept that.
What I mean by that is, it's everybody loves that rush, and when you hit rough moments just weigh on you. I mean, they weigh on me when they've happened in the past. Some of them have been really. You and I have had some really low points,
dark days, as I like to call them.
And there are people that it's every relationship experiences that usually, and the secret to the relationship is navigating those and understanding how to correct whatever it is that created that moment. I
always kind of have an issue with that word secret because people want to know what's the secret.
Yeah, it's not a secret.
There's no
Jody's favorite word, the trick.
Or the trick. There is no trick. It's just that there are certain things that we've been through that other couples might have not survived. And then there are certain things that
give us an example.
That we there are certain things we've never had to face. Yeah. So there's no secret that works for every couple, no trick that works for every couple. Yeah, that's what I believe.
Yeah, you're right.
But one thing that I do think will work for every couple, and so far in our marriage, in our 26 years together, when we've had troubles, instead of turning away from each other, we turn toward each other. Right. I do think that is a helpful trick, secret, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And that's not my tendency. On those days, I do want to turn away and turn inward.
Yeah.
But we don't. We eventually come back to face each other.
Well, and I've had to learn that everything can't be solved in that one moment. To me, I'm one of those that I got to fix it now. And you need space to breathe. Honestly, for either, in the relationship to actually see things clearly. Otherwise, you're completely clouded by the emotion. It really is the fact and feeling thing that Jodi says. And so the better conversations come after a chance to just kind of
get your feelings out.
But, you said a minute ago, I love that, turning towards each other. It also means, just assuming the best in the other. I mean, this is your partner in life. And so as easy as it is to get irritated and aggravated, you have to remember you're on the same team, because if you're not on the same team, the relationship's not going to last.
It's true.
And look, here's the thing. If you're not on the same team and you both realize it and you agree and you go your own ways, that's fine too, right? I mean, it's understanding that you both have to be engaged one way or the other in the relationship.
Mm-hmm. For the relationship. And then the other thing, as far as working together, which as Sam can tell you has been an interesting ride these 26 years, because Sam's been on board for some of our days.
We've all been on board all of each other's stuff for the last 25 plus years, and which has made us all better, honestly. But working together, Jodi and I have never driven to work together.
No way.
And we drive in separate vehicles. We do that on purpose.
We leave in separate vehicles.
Yeah. At work, there's none of the touchy feely stuff at work. It's not going to be a hug or anything, blowing kisses. And I don't know that I ever blow kisses for real. But
I can say I can count on my hand probably the times you've called her baby.
Have I done that?
Accidentally.
Yeah.
Accidentally?
Literally in 26 years, it's a few times.
Well, it's because as soon as it comes out, it's like, ooh.
Yeah, everybody freezes.
Yeah. But that's an important thing to maintain, because if you're going to work together, professionally, then you need to treat each other professionally as you would. You really have to maintain that separation. And then I think you also support each other, which you're awesome at that, Jodi. You've always been one of my biggest vocal champions in tough, professional moments. And I hope I've done the same for you.
Yes. I mean, I don't know that I've had the sort of professional challenges that you have. I haven't. So I don't know that you've needed to be sort of my cheerleader. I haven't had the bumps in the road. I don't wear the multiple hats that you do. Yeah. So why would I don't have as many challenges. So of course I'm over here on the sidelines going, you can do this.
He's done that before. Murphy's done that for you.
I'm sure he has. I'm just saying it doesn't come to mind.
Yeah.
I don't.
So what else do you think that we have done in a professional setting that has helped maintain? Or maybe at home, is it leaving work at work and bringing in?
Well, we don't always do such a great job of that.
That's tough to do.
That's what, look, when people ask me how you work together, there are times when my answer is I don't recommend it for every couple. It's not necessarily, it's harder. It's a harder road if you're collaborating creatively and you're giving yourself another chance to butt heads with somebody. Mm-hmm. You already are going to butt heads with somebody over the window at home or the garbage or the kids or just life in living together, joining your lives. So if you add in the additional work together, create, collaborate, all of that, you're adding more opportunity to butt heads. Yeah. So that's why I say I don't recommend it. And plus, when you have a rough day at work, it's hard. If you have a rough day at work with each other, it is so hard. Those are my hardest days. So hard to go home and make dinner.
You go home and
go,
he's still
here,
there.
Which I don't expect.
Sit down and talk or eat. And, and I think that Murphy may be I think that men in general are a little bit better at compartmentalizing those things than women. When something's wrong, it stays wrong until, you can work it out. And men are like, oh, that was 2 hours ago. What are you still upset about?
Men are more like that than women, but not Murphy.
Well, I know you think that, but I do think when he and I have a bad day, I think it wrecks me a little more than it wrecks him. I know that because he'll be at home, just like, hey, what's up, dog?
But I know the source of that. I guess that is true. I don't like to linger in the feelings if I don't have to, but I'm also not ignoring them. I would rather a problem be solved to move on. But I've had to learn some hard lessons about myself over time. If you're going to professionally work together and be in a relationship, married or whatever, you have to really be very clear about your communication and the things that bother you or don't, in that setting. Otherwise, we all have the bad habit that the more comfortable we are with somebody, you're emotionally more free. You're less filtered, and
Therefore,
and
sometimes less professional.
Yeah, and that's one thing, for me as somebody who is a very passionate person, which is probably an understatement, but as a very passionate person, it has taken me years upon years to understand that filter comes off in a room or a group that I'm very, very comfortable with. Jodi obviously being my, spouse, and so when you let it all, then all of your uglies come out, and I've really had to understand which things are the uglies and which things are just, reasonable passion, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just taken me a long time to know that, because that's where the lines again get blurred in between personal and professional, because you're comfortable with your spouse or significant other. And so those other things just kind of, leak out if you're not careful about that.
It's good, though. It's a blessing to be this comfortable at work.
It is.
It's wonderful to be this comfortable. Sometimes I come in here and I'm like, my people.
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel that way.
Congratulations. You two have been soulmates for 26 years.
He just couldn't wait to say that.
Missed any part of the show? Get it all on the Murphy, Sam, and Jodi podcast.